Packed in a camp van. I got the camera bag. I'm the cameraman. If shit get inactive, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call an ambulance. That shit go right, left, right. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go. Got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered up. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. It ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go. Right, left, right. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go left, right. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go.
Wanna go to war, gotta hop into the van. Tryna cut the scene is something you don't understand. Getting tough on my betterment, better take it like a man. Nigga, how you walk away from camp? If you willing to die, you better be willing to stand. Take a trip around the world, see a bunch of corners. Hell by them UPK niggas, all them UPK niggas go to camp. And I'm on Shamar here, hanging out the car. Wonder when I pull up straight to the battlefield. And I'ma make sure niggas make it back home. Say, nigga, what you thought? Wanna anything moving, I be on. Gotta remind them, we never like them niggas that you saw. If you hear back up, that'll be your last time to get out the way. The price to pay before.
That shit go.
Nah, for real though.
Right. Left. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. I've been eating pot belly, greasy face, Glock heavy. She just safe talking shit, do not tell me. I don't wanna see that hate, all that shit do not help me. I'm just trying to plead my case to the most high. Pray I see the gates. I was about to Cancun, but we just got the house instead. Covered all of them payment, and now she got the bobblehead. Looking at me like dinner, she said she about to gobble lead. Point the beam like a pencil, and then you gotta swallow lead. Point the beam like a pencil, and then you gotta swallow it. Pack my bag with essentials, I can't forget the hollow tip. Niggas losing they mental, and Satan come demolish it. Niggas all on they mental, and get the whining like a bitch. Just like iron, they rust. Niggas trying, they luck. Keep it real, everybody out here lying. Save us, steady raising dead. They was out here lying, then dust. Niggas on my head, so the brotherhood is a must. Any hood, I be riding with my brothers that I trust. Know I'm good, cause they sliding with their fingers on the clutch. Money piling like I'm trying to make it stack in the rush. One west to the death, and that ain't even enough, cause I'm coming back. I ain't never done with that. Going ahead and spread your lies. I'ma let you run with that. Wanting me to spread the thighs. I ain't having fun with that, nigga. Hell no. Then she wanna chop it up like a lumberjack. Got some exes popping up, trying to run it back. Want me come and hit the hole like a running back. If the Lord take a soul, ain't no coming back. On my soul couldn't fold like 100 racks. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One west to the death, no lie, Lord nigga. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One west to the death, no lie, Lord nigga. The full Nicky on my waistline like a big nigga. No limit, I'm a tank, cold stain, hit different. We focus on who around, not concerned with who's missing. My boots digging, never been a house shoe. She don't like it, but she love me. I can tell when she want me. Tell, then I sit the body bag like a onesie. I'm dropping every day, let my feel clumsy. Through the pain, but we'll find shit. I know enough that I don't know shit. One thing I know this, never bite the end that feed you. Never learn the whole shit. We don't want
soul. That's a real price. Led by a coward, I don't know what that feel like. Black on black, toes to my head. I can't kill Christ.
I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas, I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas, I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas, one west to the death, no lie, Lord niggas. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas, I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas, I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas, one west to the death, no lie, Lord niggas.
Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs no matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
He said, I pray you understand. General, I'll tell you what, he'll go in on you. I don't know if you ever seen the general out there on the streets at camp, but General Mayak, he get real heavy out there. Had a sister. He had I think it was an Edomite chick, had her out there crying, thinking she knew what she was talking about. Definitely had to end that on this. But shalom and Lord Christ. Welcome to Monday Night History class. I'm Priest and Officer 50, Shalach YaAhla, coming to you out of ISUPK Cleveland.
I'm Priest and Officer of 50, Bachaayar Gabar, under Commanding General Higher, out of Cleveland.
I'm Officer Malach Ahmah out of Cleveland, Ohio, under Commanding General Johanna, and it was an Edomite white boy.
That's okay. That's who it was. It's been years ago since I've seen.
That's even worse. He had a bad cry.
He had him cry.
Man, tears.
But we started out of course, just like you heard the brother say, this is the ISUPK, which stands for the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Where we started out of 1 West 125th Street up in Harlem, New York. Been around since 1969. Of course, up under Commanding General Johanna. You don't know that name, you've been hiding under a rock. That's the greatest leader on the earth, and should be the one heading up the UN and all that mess that's going on over there across seas that we're going to talk a little bit about tonight. Definitely should do that. Just to let everybody know, too, that's tuning in, we just ask that you please, like, share, and subscribe to the class. We got to get that algorithm up. You guys been doing an excellent job. The WADA, that means thank you to all the ones that have been big up in our class, putting it out there. We've been seeing the numbers go up. So that means more and more people are seeing it, which means we getting to the point where we're reaching our people pretty good out there. And that's what the goal is at the end of the day. So we just say big the water for that. And anybody out there who wants to, of course, be a part of the ISUPK, you want to go into ISUPK.com. All the information will be there for you. Look for that state, city, wherever you're at. Go on there, click on there and dial the phone number that's on there. And whatever brother get on there will help you out, get you squared away. You can also go to ISUPK.com to pay a tithe, if you want to give donations, anything like that to help us in this truth, to spread this truth out, it's definitely something that we definitely need the ends to be able to do this work out here. So if y'all can just give a little bit of donations, tithe, whatever it is, to help us get this truth out here and to help our people, that would be great. You know, we do food. We give away food. We give away clothes. We do all kinds of things to help our people. We got a prison little hookup we do where we go in prisons and help our brothers that's behind bars. A lot of them in there that ain't supposed to be in there. You understand? So we got we even got some officers in these prison walls behind these prison walls out here. You understand that Commanding General YaAhla got brothers going out there and bringing them into this truth. You understand? Changing their lives around. And if them brothers can do that in the prisons, y'all can do it out here. So we don't want no more excuses where that's concerned. With that said, what's going on, Priest? What you guys up to, man?
I'm good. How are y'all brothers doing today?
Tawab.
Tawab.
I see you got a day off.
Yeah, I started back tomorrow.
Hey. Let me get you up to date. We got a brother that just came in at Don Bachaayar. He's been coming into class for this is the third week. We'd like to welcome Don into the class.
Yeah,
welcome back in, Don. Glad you came back.
He's checking in from Cleveland.
It's been good to see you in here. The brother from Cleveland, too.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
Sure, we have to get at you. Really appreciate you coming in here, man. That tell me a lot about you, man. Showing support, let me know that your ear is open and you interested. And that's heavy right there. Go ahead, Priest. You got something on that?
Did you see what he put in the chat? Read it.
What do you got? Shalom. Checking in from Cleveland.
So that's how he's coming into the school.
Oh, cool.
If he's checking in.
That's it.
Oh, that's a figure of speech of how he talked.
Yeah, that's it.
Like he's coming into the school. I hope so. I pray.
Right. Most High in Christ on that. All right. Well, let's see who else we got in the chat before we get going. Show some love to our chat. We've seen Don already. All right. Got Naama Shah in here, my rib. In here like clockwork. Yep. They're in here. Everybody like, share, subscribe. We definitely need that. Most High in Christ. All right. See your rib in here, Priest. Sister Nadaba coming in. Showing love as usual. There we go. And of course, a lot of people tune in that don't come in the chat. We appreciate y'all too that just want to listen and take notes and things of that nature. Unlike you tell me on my DM. So I definitely appreciate that. We just ask that you just thumb up and keep coming on in, helping out. We appreciate it either way. That's it. All right, fellas. With that said, y'all got anything else before we I'm gonna go into a couple little clips on here and get those rolling, and then we'll just go right on into the class. Let me get the slides up here.
Yeah, I got something I want to say before we get started.
Go ahead, Priest. It's all you.
I was watching class in DC. Officer what's his name? I don't know why it slipped mine. Kazak.
Kazak Ahmad.
Yeah, Kazak. Yeah. He was teaching. He showed a clip today about, I didn't even notice, the Jim Jones, where majority of those people that drank that Kool-Aid, they were our people. They were
yes, the majority of them.
I didn't have a clue. I never thought nothing about it. He brought that information out. He said he learned it about a year ago. It just went over my head. I never knew.
And they show it back on TV, watch it. You will see the majority of.
I'm gonna go back and look at that up. Yes, because that goes into what we talked about last week, Bachaayar. We talked about how when you eat off another nation plate, it makes you sick. Like a disease, it goes to your brain, it affects your brain that you can't think correctly. You don't see the oppressor as the oppressor, your enemy. You don't see it that way. I said we're gonna get into that, Shalach. We're gonna have to do a lesson on that one because that was good. It blew my mind. Blew the cotton out my socks.
That's heavy. That was real heavy. The cotton coming out your socks.
Yeah, the cotton came out my socks. I had the wristband around my ankles. Yeah.
That's heavy.
Whole damn foot out. Marty Rebel style.
Oh, wow.
Crazy how you learn something, man, and it's just like, wow.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that's heavy. But yeah, tonight's class, to everybody tuning in, go a little heavy tonight about the potential Third World War. You understand? That could come. The title of the class, as you all seen when you clicked onto the class, the Third World War is coming, but of the day and hour knoweth no man. Christ let us know that. He said that day, when that day and hour come, we won't know. But you know that it's imminent, that it's coming at some point in some time. Mm-hmm. You understand? And we see things that's going on out here. And a lot of people just live their daily lives and don't even pay attention to it. A lot of people don't watch none of the news, keep up with nothing. And I encourage you too, if you ain't watching the news out there, tune in to Commandant General YaAhla and the generals on Black Watch. You understand? They're going to make sure that our people is up to date on all things that's going on, especially concerning us. You understand? So if you don't do nothing else, tune in to them on Monday nights as well. They'll be coming on at like 9 o'clock. So, you know, as soon as you guys, whoever in here, get out of here, go on and tune into the generals and watch that class. You understand? Because that's actually like giving you the ongoings on things that's going on in life right now, like up to date. You understand? Mm-hmm. So the generals will definitely get you together on that and keep you up to date. So with that said, I got a little video I want to go into before we go in and start really going in on this class. I want to show a couple clips. Let me go to this thing here. Share my screen. All right. Let's share my screen here. You brothers hear that? Okay. And just to pause for 1 second, what you saying right here, you know, Trump, President Trump, you know, he ordered the airstrikes and whatnot over there in Iran. So this is the U.S. and Israel over there, both doing their little attacks on Iran. So you can see this, you seeing footage of that right now. So that's what we're watching, just to give you a heads up. There it is, showing buildings getting blew up, trucks with artillery on it getting blew up. You're seeing different little sites that got different things going on. You see buildings getting blew up. This devil is something else.
Took down a whole block.
Took down whole blocks. They don't tell you everything they do.
No.
They never did do that. One day, when I was in the Army, it was a lieutenant. He had a computer, and he ain't supposed to show me nothing, but he was showing it was war going on even when it was peacetime.
Oh yeah.
It showed where American airplane got shot down. He wasn't supposed to show that to me, but I was like, wow, you don't even know war be going on, and the Americans are bothering everybody all the time.
Even them troops over there, they don't be
knowing
what's going. They just do whatever order they get.
Yep.
Hello.
My
name is Adam Ferrari.
I was on one of those
Phoenix Energy
warships.
I look forward to you joining us at our next investor webinar.
Here. Stepping out right this moment. CC, thank
now,
you.
Right
Let's
here,
listen to him. Update.
This is the vice president right here. JD Vance. This is him over there trying to make peace with them. You didn't unalive a lot of their people, a lot of their leaders, damn near all of them. And now you coming over there trying to make peace with them. So this is him speaking on that. Because obviously they ain't trying to hear nothing he's talking about. Let's hear what he's saying right here.
Leading the talks in Pakistan.
And let me say a couple of notes of appreciation. First of all, to the Prime Minister of Pakistan and to Field Marshal Munir, who were both incredible hosts. And whatever shortcomings in the negotiation, it wasn't because of the Pakistanis, who did an amazing job and really tried to help us and the Iranians bridge the gap and get to a deal. We have been at it now for 21 hours, and we've had a number of substantive discussions with the Iranians. That's the good news. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America. So we go back to the United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could, and they have chosen not to accept our terms. Questions?
Precisely they chosen not to accept our terms. You done went over there and blew up everything that they know about over there, all their leaders, and you want them to accept your terms. See how diabolical this damn devil is?
Shalach. That's what they do.
This is crazy,
all the time.
man. Now I got one more thing to show y'all before. Oh, go ahead, sir. You got something to say?
Yeah. No. I was piggybacking what you were saying. They come in, they went into those people's land, and now they always talk in peace, but they come in death and destruction. Always come when they come around, carnage. And they want people to dance to their music and ceasefire when they say ceasefire.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead with your thing.
It's crazy. Now, just to end, we started out saying where the president gave the order for them to do all the strikes. You see all the stuff they done blew up over there. Blew up some very important buildings and different little trucks that carry stuff for them and all kind of stuff like that. All kind of just very key things for them over there, right? And then you see where the vice president went over there and tried to work something out with, hey man, we just want to, we willing to stop the airstrikes. We just want a ceasefire. If you guys are willing to ceasefire, because Iran blew up some stuff over there in Israel too. They tore some stuff up over there in Israel as a result. You understand? But here come this guy you see on the screen here. It's Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. He's over there hiding right now. They want him to surrender. Like he gonna surrender. They done blew up all the rest of the leaders. He's the one leader left. And he telling them, I ain't surrendering nothing. But rather than me talking about it, let me let him talk about it.
Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said in his televised address this morning that the U.S. should know Iran is not one to surrender. He warned a U.S. military incursion would result in damage, and Iran will stand firmly in the face of imposed war. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, said in his televised address this morning that the U.S. should know Iran is not one to surrender. He warned a U.S. military incursion would result in damage, and Iran will stand firmly in the face of imposed war.
There it is. Mm-hmm. This guy is ready for war now because he in it now. He in it not by choice. He in it because they forced him to be in it. They start bombing on them. See, Israel, they won't tell you. Israel started bombing on them first. Mm-hmm. And then they say, oh, you know what? Bombing on us. We're going to start bombing back on you. So then when they got to destroying some stuff over there because they destroyed stuff in Iran, then that's when your boy Trump and America came through and, of course, got on Israel's side and start blowing up crazy stuff for them. So now, you know, they talk about this you see the title of this class, the Third World War is coming, but of that day and hour knoweth no man. This is letting you know right here that these are vital reasons as to why that can happen at any time. And right now, it's just small things with them blowing up things. Iran blowing up some of our ships. We blowing up a lot of their buildings. They blowing up a lot of Israel's buildings and things of that nature. But see, when them other guys come in, then you go start seeing it talk about that Gog and Magog and all that kind of stuff, which is, you know, Russia and Russia with Iran and all the others that's gonna come in with them. And then, you know, that'll be the official Third World War. So people not believing that, but that's what's going on. But go ahead, fellas. Y'all got something to say towards that?
Yeah. No, I want to. I'm gonna let Bachaayar go because. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go, Bachaayar. You can say what you got to say.
No, I don't got nothing to add. Yeah. But it, like the title says, it's coming, but nobody knows the day or the hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They the Don in the comment, he made a comment. He said, "What's crazy about the white man is he will bust you in the head and want you to negotiate a deal." Don, you right. That's exactly what they do.
Damn right.
You jump on people, and then the war ain't going the way they intended. They expect it to go. Now they want to hash out a ceasefire and let's negotiate. Negotiate what? You just started a full-fledged war.
Right. That's heavy. That's heavy right there. And Don, you spot on. Most High in Christ for the comment, brother. Keep on commenting. As much as you want. You got any questions, whatever. We'll deal with whatever. But that's heavy. Let's go up here and get the slides in here. One of your brothers want to read what's on that slide.
Go ahead, Bachaayar. I'll go down to
the next one. The third world is coming, but of the day and hour knoweth no man.
Read that one more time.
The third world is coming, but of the day and hour knoweth no man.
Knoweth no man. Christ actually spoke that when you get to reading into, you know, Matthew 24th chapter and you go into Mark the 13th chapter. You start speaking that because no man really knows when it's going to really go down. You know what I mean? But we do know that things are going on right now that can really cause this to go down in the very, very near future. So I thought it was imminent that we should do a class on this and see what's going on. Let's see what we got here next. And I'll go ahead. Bachaayar, you want to read that?
I can read it. What is war? War is a state of intense, organized, or often declared armed conflict between political entities such as a nation, state, or fractions. It involves significant violence, usually causing a large-scale fatality, infractions, infrastructure destruction, and long-term societal disruption. It is fought to gain power, resource, territories, or to settle ideological disputes.
See? And that's what war is, people. This is what war is. You understand? It's about gaining power. You know what I mean? Gaining an advantage over another nation. Taking over another nation. You understand? And with that, as you just heard the brother read in here, it's going to be significant violence. It's going to cause large-scale fatalities. You're going to see a lot of people unalived. You understand? Infrastructure destruction. All them pretty little buildings in these big cities and countries and whatnot going on will come down. You've seen what happened with them World Trade Centers up there in New York. Infrastructure destruction. That's what you're seeing, right? Long-term societal disruption. What happened after them buildings went down in New York? America was in chaos, and everybody that we deal with was in chaos because different things went through that World Trade Center. That's where they traded crazy things all across the world. You understand? So, you know, they knew what they was doing when they destroyed them buildings, right? And like I said, this war is fought to gain power, resources, territory, or to settle an ideological dispute. That's what war is. We're gonna keep on going. And Shalach YaAhla, sir, Precinct Officer Malach Ahmah, you see anything new coming up in the chat, just say something and you can read it, and I could probably go to it and pull it up if need be. So if you see something in there, sir, just let me know. In the meantime, we're just going on with the class.
Okay,
all right,
appreciate it.
Bachaayar, you can read this next one.
Why is there war in the first place? Wars often erupt from a combination of complex geopolitical, economic, and psychological factors, including competition for resources, territorial disputes, security concerns, and political ideology. Key triggers include ideological differences, misperceptions between leaders, uncertainty about an opponent's capabilities, or a desire for status and revenge.
See that? So what it comes down to is that, yeah, these people fighting for power, fighting for be the most dominant one and all that crazy kind of stuff, because that's what these people do, especially these damn devils out here. You understand? But like you just heard the brother read, when it comes to these key triggers, when it's including the ideological differences and misperceptions between leaders, when they don't understand something, when they're in negotiations, that's when uncertainty comes in. You understand? The vice president went over there with the mindset of, we just destroyed everything that means something to you. Now you're forced to negotiate with us. Well, Iran leader said, hey, I ain't got nothing to lose anyway. You understand? So I ain't negotiating nothing with you. You done took everything I got. Now I ain't got nothing else. Hey, all we got is what we got left to fight for. And we ain't not gonna let you come over here and bully us. That's what they saying. You understand? So now the vice president, he won't never admit that. And our president, of course, definitely ain't gonna admit that. So uncertainty about an opponent's capabilities or their desire for status, they're gonna take revenge. So that was heavy. That was real heavy what you seen Precinct Officer Bachaayar read right here, because it's very true. So let's keep going. We educating right now about war. You understand? So people can get a better understanding of it. Because I know people, you'll see old ladies, I just don't know why they have to do that. Those people don't bother people, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's a lot going on behind closed doors. Like you heard Precinct Officer Malach Ahmah say earlier, and Precinct Officer Bachaayar say. There's things going on. We just don't know about them. These two gentlemen that you see on the screen with me was in the white man's military. You understand? They know how they get down in there. And if they make a comment about something, they damn sure know what they're talking about because they lived it. You understand? Well, let's keep going.
Core characteristics and types of war. Organized violence. Unlike random violence, war is conducted by organized forces, such as armies or paramilitary groups. Political objects. War is fundamentally a tool to achieve political end, power, or influence.
Like
Types.
I spoke on already.
Like you spoke on. Yep. Types. Conflicts can be international war between states or eternal conflict like civil wars, revolution, or insurrections. Levels of intensity, while traditionally marked by high combat fatality, often cites as a threshold of 1,000 per year. Modern conflict may include asymmetrical war or gray zone tactics, combining unconventional warfare, cyber warfare, or economic coercion.
Yep, economic coercion. Now, see, these what you just heard the brother read are the core characteristics and types of war. He went through all of them: the organized violence, the political objective, the types. You know what I'm saying? He read through those types and with the internal conflicts and the civil wars the revolutions, the insurrections, you understand, between the states. That's crazy. Levels of intensity with combat fatalities and things of that nature. The gray zones, just all these tactics that they use in war for economic coercion. This is heavy. It's way deeper than what you can ever imagine why these wars go on. So y'all just need to keep that in mind. Let's keep going.
Primary reasons for war: security and self-defense. States may launch preemptive attacks or react to perceived threats to protect their territory and population.
Mm-hmm.
Economic gain. Competition for resources like oil, water, or territory can trigger conflict, often described as a struggle for economic survival or dominance.
See, and that's what's been going on for many years over there in the desert. You understand? It's got to do with oil, got to do with money. You understand? Survival and dominance. That's what it has to do with. And it's heavy because just here in the United States, they have enough oil reserves to last a couple of lifetimes already from the oil that they done got from previous years. You understand? A lot of people don't know that. They don't know how much oil they got right here just on U.S. soil.
U.S. soil.
You understand? But Salakia.
Power struggles. When a rising power challenges and established power, it creates sides trap that historically leads to war. Identity and nationalism. Economic, religious, and nationalistic tensions can fuel conflicts and unify groups against common enemy.
Yeah.
Ideology and beliefs about morality, justice, or the desire to impose a specific political system, i.e., democracy, can drive warfare. Miscalculation and emotion. Leaders may start wars due to faulty information, overconfidence in victory, or emotional responses like revenge.
Yeah, somebody could call them and tell them, you know, this president or this leader in this country said this or that, and they're going to do this or that. And then that leader over there is so powerful in his own mind because he got all these people up under him. He'll just go and he'll just do something stupid and blow something up or just do something crazy just because, you know, he want to show that he's tough or something. And he'll go out here and cause a conflict. You know what I mean? And you used to hear this in the hood all the time. You write a check your ass can't cash. You understand? And that's what usually happened with something like this. But keep going, priest.
Unaccountable leadership. Wars sometimes happen when leaders are not held accountable for the cost of conflict.
Mm-hmm. We've seen this happen, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of the presidents that's been in office. Back with Bush, when you seen the stuff going on with the 911. You know what I mean? He wasn't held accountable for some of the things that went on. Like when our own government helped bin Laden get the heck up out of here. A lot of people don't even know about a lot of that stuff. Got him on that plane and got him up, got him out of here. Then he went over to his place. They been where he been for many years.
Yes.
Then they decided 10 years later, and what was that, 2011, from 2001 to go on and take him out in his little compound that he been in, hiding in plain sight forever. Trust me, when they put our who was it? You got the FBI and the CIA. I'm having a brain freeze. When they put the CIA on something, see what you got to understand, and I'm sure I'm preaching to the choirs with these two brothers on the screen with me. When it's the FBI, they're dealing with inbound stuff here in the United States. When it's the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, they're dealing with outbound things that's going on. So you'll see them in all these other countries and having all these other things going on. Like was it Bucharam, I think it was called, over there in in the Middle East, where they have a little camp where they get the waterboarding some of them Arabs over there and making them talk.
Guantanamo Bay.
What is it?
Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, stuff went on in Guantanamo Bay as well. They waterboarding people, doing crazy things. I don't even want to say on here. We mess around, get cut off up on here.
Yeah, we gotta be
crazy
careful.
things to go. I'm just gonna say that, and we're gonna leave it right there.
Yeah. Let me say something on that, Shalach. Like when you mentioned Bin Laden and his compound and all that stuff, all that was a big old mirror. It's a smoke screen. The whole goal was to go to Iraq. You get what I'm saying? Blood for money. Bin Laden had nothing. No, let me say it the right way. Saddam Hussein had nothing to do with 9/11. Nothing. But they fooled our people. See how easy our people are fooled?
Take down his empire.
Yeah, we're easily fooled because we're like the sheep. But he did a smoke screen. He did a lateral. He said this and did that. And our children died behind that.
Oh yeah, lots of them. That's crazy.
Behind that lie.
Went over there and took that man everything from him. All his mansions. Found him in the damn sewer hole.
So they say.
Yeah, so they say. I think they
Lord.
got him when he was in one of the mansions. But
I heard reports of people said he'd been dead. You hear a lot of things. You don't know what's true. Everything's upside down. When I saw them pull him out that spider hole and they was examining that man, did you see his teeth?
Right. Everything was gone.
Was
that like even the real him?
Right, because they were saying there was a lot of clones of him.
Listen to me, did you see that thumbnail?
Oh yeah,
that thumbnail was black, like he did work.
Oh yeah,
you know the president's chief don't look like that.
No,
and if he ain't doing no labor work, so why he got a black blister? I looked at the whole thing. I was
right, yeah.
Because you know we so used to being full, and we know little tricks to look for. You know, like no, his teeth wouldn't have looked like that.
No, not no leader.
No,
crazy man. Crazy.
All the money he got those palaces, and his teeth is all.
You're right.
Yeah, and he had like,
right.
He had like 15, what he had like 15 palaces over there, like crazy amounts.
Crazy palaces, but
and he got bunkers hiding up under palaces.
Under
like
bunkers.
you could never find this man if he didn't really want to be found.
You can't. Yeah, they just know everything. They always make these something heroes. But I want to get off subject. But I just wanted to point that out. So let's get back on this. Back on track because we could talk about this all day long. We talk about this after class.
Right.
Causes of war. War are often driven by complex factors, including competition for resources, territory, disputes over land, oil, water, or economic access. Ideology and religion. Conflicts stems from deep-seated beliefs, differences, power dynamics, a state's desire to expand its influence or protect its sovereignty.
That's it.
Nationalism and security, defensive actions, or assertive expansionist goals. Expansionist goals.
See, and these are causes of war. You know, it's showing you that these wars are often driven by these complex factors that included all these that you see below. And this is heavy. And this all have to do with power. When you're talking about land, you're talking about oil, economic assets, and water. And just when you're digging into all of this, it's always about power and taking control over somebody. That's what it is, over another nation. That's what it's called. That's what it is. That's what war, all these things we're going over have to do with why there's war. Let's keep going.
Societal and physical impact. Loss of life beyond battlefield casualties. War causes significant civilian deaths and injuries. Infrastructure destruction. Warfare commonly damages schools, hospitals, and critical infrastructure.
Now, see that? Just to stop you right there for a second, priest. Infrastructure destruction. Well, I was talking about that a little bit ago. Now, as you can see, when you're at war, there's no care about who the people are they at war with. They don't care about little children. They don't care about women. They don't care about elderly people. They are there to cause destruction. You seen what it said, the brother just read. Warfare commonly damages schools. There's your kids. Hospitals. Those your elderly and the sick. And critical infrastructures, which a hospital is a critical infrastructure. But then you're talking about all these crazy important buildings that you see in these cities across the world. They are causing massive destruction, and they don't care who it is in there, kids, elderly, women, whoever it is. Salakia, you can keep going. You got something on that, priest? Before you kept reading?
Yes, sir. Water. You need water. They destroy that. You need electricity to cook. You need electricity to warm up your hot water, your water and things. They destroy all these things that affects the common people. They don't make it just about the military. They'll destroy, like you said, hospitals, children, elderly people, schools, children, water. People, you got to have water to survive.
God, that's damn right.
I'm going to add something real quick before I continue to read. What's so diabolical about all this destruction? Now, I don't know if a lot of people realize we send funds after these wars, we rebuild those places. God. We send money over there to rebuild those places.
After we didn't destroy them.
Yes, after we done destroyed them.
Crazy.
I hate that word.
Crazy.
I'm going to tell you what word I don't like. We.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
What,
we're not included in America.
Yeah, there you go.
We could do the dirty work. Because if we had to, listen to me, I got to be careful how I say this. I'm going to word it the right way. If we had weapons, who do you think we would use them on?
God. God.
Can I say it that way, Bachaayar?
Yeah, take my rights to the Fifth Amendment.
Who do you think I would use my weapons on? Somebody who did nothing to me all the way over the... Okay. Yeah. I'm going to leave it right there. Let's continue.
Yep. That's heavy.
Humanitarian crisis. Large-scale population displacement, refugees, famine, and disease.
There it is. Humanitarian crisis. We've seen this over and over and over again as a result of warfare. You see the displacement of thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people being displaced. You understand? And you see refugees, you see famine, and you see disease in these different countries and these different cities, right? Which is why you see a bunch of our brothers, the Israelites, who otherwise known as Mexicans, coming back across the border to try to come over here and work and live, because this was their home before it got taken away from them. So this is what they know to come back to, where they think they'll be safe at. So this is why you see this. You see refugees all over the world get together and try to come into the United States because of these particular things going on right here. Over in Haiti, our brothers over there, the Levites, you understand? They come over here as refugees, getting on boats or whatever it is, just to come and get across this border, to come on in the United States and try to get a good life for themselves, because they got large scale population displacement to the point that they become refugees and have to try to get into this country to find a good life, because their country got famine and disease and all kind of things going on. And it's like a total disaster over there right now. Gangs then took over everything because they don't have nothing else to turn to. This devil then went over there and destroyed everything to the point that they didn't turn to this stuff. So these are your societal and physical things that's going on that impact our folks, you know what I mean, and cause casualties. So just keep that in mind. All right. So some of you don't believe, World War III will ever happen. But Bible prophecies says otherwise. So let's see. While the Bible does not use the specific phrase World War III, it contains several prophecies regarding end times conflicts and global turmoil that many interpreters associate with a final massive war. These prophecies generally describe a period of unprecedented global conflict, often centered around Israel, leading to an ultimate showdown known as Armageddon, which you can actually read about in this Bible. You understand? Armageddon, in case you didn't know, is a Hebrew word. You understand? That's an ancient Paleo Hebrew word, that word Armageddon. We're going to touch up on that a little bit as we keep going when we start to get into the scriptures and whatnot. But these are things I just think that everybody should be aware of when it comes to this world war. You understand? And it's possible World War III that's imminent to happen at some point. Let's go into some of these.
Key biblical prophecies and passages often linked to a third world war includes the Battle of Gog and Magog, Ezekiel 38, verse 38 through 39.
And we'll go over that.
The prophecy, Ezekiel 38, verse 39, predicts a future massive invasion of Israel by a coalition of nations from the north led by Gog, of the land of Magog.
Who are the key players?
The key players are interpreters often identify Rosh, Ezekiel 38, verse 2, as Russia, along with allies including Persia, Iran, Cush, Ethiopian, Sudan, Put, Libya, and Togarmah, Turkey, Armenia.
See that? Armenia. It already included Russia and Iran. Now, Iran is modern day Persia. You understand? That's why you see that right there, right beside it. This is heavy because you're seeing these things going on. Now, Russia doing their little thing with what's that country over there they want to take back, so they just bombed them up.
Croatia.
Couple of years over there.
You talking about Russia and Croatia?
No, it's not Croatia. It's damn, I'm having a brain freeze. I'll let it come back to me.
The Russians,
but they over there too. They over there busy with them right now because they're trying to take that back because they used to run that and own it.
Yeah.
So it'll come back to me. I don't want to waste too much time on it, but Shalach YaAhla, you can go ahead and keep reading. We'll get back to it.
Okay, I'll get to it. Okay. The outcome, God intervenes directly, destroying the invading armies with earthquakes, fire, and brimstone. Ezekiel 38, verse 18 through 22.
That's heavy. Let's see. Let's keep on going.
Key biblical prophecies and passages often linked to the Third World War include the Battle of Armageddon, Revelation 16. The prophecy, Revelation chapter 16, verses 14 through 16, describes the kings of the whole world being gathered by demonic spirits for a battle at a place called Armageddon or Har Mageddon in Israel. The nature of the war, this is depicted not just as political war, but as a final spiritual battle where nations unite against Christ. The outcome, the battle culminates in a massive divine victory where Christ defeats the beast and false prophet and their armies. Revelation chapter 19, verses 19 through 21.
That's real heavy. That's heavy right there. We're going to touch up on some of this stuff. That right there is heavy. Let's see what we got next.
Ukraine.
There you go.
Yes, it's Ukraine. Yes.
Ukraine. That's who Russia dealing with right now. So they haven't quite
was fighting Ukraine and Croatia, right? They were okay. It was Ukraine. Yeah, that's who it was. The Ukraine. They were trying to get that land back.
Yep.
Okay. Key biblical prophecies and passages. No, we read this already?
No, this is the next one.
Okay, key biblical prophecies and passages often linked to a third world war includes the Great Tribulations and the birth pains, Matthew 24. The prophecy Jesus spoke of war and rumors of war as part of the signs of the end times stated in the nation will rise again against nation. Nations shall rise against nations. Matthew 24 and 6 through 7. Yep. Context. He described these as the beginning of the birth pains. Matthew 24 verse 8. Indicating and escalating of conflict, but not the end itself. Intensity. Jesus noted that the tribulation would be so severe that unless those days were shortened, no flesh would be saved. Matthew 24 through 21 through 22. A passage often interpreted as referencing modern nuclear and apocalyptic warfare.
There you go. That's heavy. That great tribulation and birth pains. We definitely gonna cover some of them. That's heavy, but these are heavy. These are those key biblical prophecies and passages that I wanted to bring out from the Bible, which actually correlates with our class from last week. Going to show you what the Bible is about. You know, our Bible touch up on a lot of stuff. It's a true book, and prophecies is heavy in there. And then we got one more here. That's a key biblical prophecy. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one, fellas, since y'all been reading a lot. This is the fourth one. It's the other key prophetic passages. The second seal, Revelation 6, verses 3 through 4, depicts a red horse representing war, whose rider is given power to take peace from the earth and make humanity slay one another. Then you have Daniel's time of distress, which you can read in Daniel 11 and 12. Daniel 11, verses 40 through 43 describes a conflict in the time of the end between the king of the north and the king of the south. So the final rebellion in Revelation 20, verses 7 through 10, following the millennium, the 1,000-year reign of Christ, Satan is released and leads another massive final revolt, which is which is Shalach YaAhla, which is instantly defeated by fire from heaven. So the Most High put a stop to that one quickly right there. But this is just to key biblical prophecies that's going on that have to do with world war. This is a real thing, and this Bible been talking about it, if you've been reading this Bible, for centuries now. And now you're starting to see things start to play out when it comes to Gog and Magog, as we went over. And you just starting to see things play out. It's just real heavy, man. The Most High he's just an awesome God. Just know that. Let's see. This is a summary of perspectives. I'll grab this one too. World War interpretation. Many interpreters believe the Gog and Magog battle over the Armageddon conflict represent the World War III, predicted for the end times, characterized by global participation and high casualties. Divine intervention. A major theme in these prophecies is that human conflict will culminate in a divine intervention where God stops humanity from destroying itself rather than human efforts creating peace. Then you have spiritual preparedness. The Bible generally encourages believers not to fear these events, but to remain spiritually prepared and vigilant. So that's a summary, Shalach YaAhla, of these perspectives. So this is heavy. Now, what does the priest have to say about this topic so far? And chat, please give your comments as well. Well, go ahead, priest. What we going to talk about so far that we've covered so far?
Okay. What I'm seeing in there, because you just read it, I wanted to interrupt, but I just let you go with the flow. You was on the flow, so I didn't want to stop.
Go ahead.
What was important to me, what stood out the most, I know these events are going to happen, but what was really important to me, that the Most High released the dragon, the devil. It wasn't this such thing of this devil doing what he wanted to do. It's the will of God. God controls all things.
That's it.
And I wanted that to be noted, because that idea of this road angels going against the Most High is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And we see God, he Don Keenan in this whole production.
All the way through.
All the way
through.
Yeah.
Controlling from that seat.
He controlled it from
throne.
That's how that book is real, because he wrote it where we said he wrote the end from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa, we said. He wrote this play that we're playing out. You see, this is his game. This is his orchestra, his theater.
That's it.
And we're playing our part in this thing.
Most High is heavy, man.
Yeah, that's
real heavy. If you don't believe in him, you got a long way to go about life.
Long way to go.
Imagine having Bachaayar, imagine having a weak God when he got no power over his creation.
That's
crazy.
That's something to think about.
Listen to me. I was so deceived, but I've been deceived so much, but I still had enough strength to come up out of that, because when things wasn't making sense. And I'm like, come on, this and the whole time, the earth, all the creations is gonna give him glory when this is all said and done. He had the power the whole time.
Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess.
He had the power the whole time. He gave the nations power to do what they did, and then he shut it down, because he was the ultimate God. He was a God the whole time. He was the power. So that's what I saw. Bachaayar, you gonna give your input on that? That's what I saw.
Yeah, I'm just going to piggyback off of that. This is a living word that we are reading, and the prophecies of the Most High is coming true.
That's it.
What you say,
true, and it get proven every single time.
Yep.
When we at camp out here, you get some of these scoffers come up and they challenge you. They get to throwing them Christianity jibber jabber at you, and because they so indoctrinated, and then you give them Bible, exactly what it says in the Bible. That's all we do. That's the difference between being in the ISUPK and being in any of these fake groups or these Christianity, these Christian groups out here in churches and whatnot. We come out here and give you Bible, and they give you indoctrination. That's
indoctrination. Shalach, remember earlier, and I want to go. I'll try to stay into the context of the of what we're teaching today. But I just got to say this. I got to let this out, because we talked about earlier when I had learned that the Israelites was poisoned by the dragon, the white man, the Caucasians. They poisoned them because we put our faith. They worship the dragon. The Bible says that we would worship the dragon, right? He brainwashed us so much. When you read Bible to them, Shalach, they don't believe it. That's piggyback off of what we taught. We taught last week. We're sick, and we got to plug back into the Most High. This is the only way out of this. Is the way we got to learn who you are and what got you there, and how to get it out of it. Is returning and stop sinning, Israel. Because when it ain't that hard. The Most High didn't put on us more than we can stand. We can survive slavery. We can follow some laws, and it's really not even hard to do when you think about it. We're just so hard-headed.
Not at all.
So, I just want to say that. I had to say that because that was on my heart. I had to let that out.
That's it. What was you saying, Bachaayar? You said something?
No, I was just piggybacking off of what Malach Ahmah was saying about being hard-headed. We're the original Flintstones.
Yeah, stiff neck as hell.
Yep.
Crazy, man. Crazy. But yeah, to everybody in the chat and everybody watching the class this evening, we went over a lot of the topics and a lot of the things concerning war. So you learned about war, why there's war, the causes of war, what goes on in war, fatalities, all kind of things of that nature, right? And for those of you that's just tuning in, the topic of discussion tonight is what the title of this class is. The Third World War is coming, but of that day and hour knoweth no man. We don't know when that day is coming, but we can see things.
We can
You
see things.
understand? And but you know, Christ also told us in Matthew 24 and also in Mark 13 that we're gonna continue to hear of wars and rumors of wars, but we can't keep paying attention to it, letting it affect us. You understand? Especially if you Israelites out here, you know what I'm saying? And when I say Israelites, I'm talking about the scattered. You understand? The scattered Israelites, the 12 tribes. You understand? The real Israelites. We ain't talking about those that stay over there in Israel right now. Those are imposters. You understand? They don't. That's why they're getting dealt with right now, because they're living in a land that doesn't belong to them, and got things going on over there that's very displeasing to our God. You understand? And so things have to transpire. And so, like I said, this is all of us Israelites that's been scattered. If we up under the Christ, we up under the Most High. You understand? We will be protected. You understand? Most High gonna protect His people, especially the ones that's living out these laws, statutes, and commandments. And if you're in the ISUPK, that's what we do. You understand? Under Commandant General YaAhla. You got to get in here and live up under these laws, statutes, and commandments. Make them a part of your daily life. You heard the brother just now say, you up here, we got these laws, statutes, and commandments to live by, and you act like they're hard. They're not hard. The hardest thing about it is not doing it. You just got to do it. That's it. Don't just, you wasting all this time talking about, man, I can't keep all the laws and statutes and commandments. Well, first of all, when you say there's 613 laws, well, all 613 laws ain't meant for you, dummy.
God,
absolutely.
Men out there who make those statements, you men out there that make those statements, do you got a menstrual cycle?
God.
So you ain't got to live by them laws that women got to live by.
You got to stay out the camp if you have a boy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's 7 weeks.
Are all of you men out there priests? See, there's laws in there that the Most High made strictly for us priests, right?
Yep.
That you don't have to keep. So you're not going to be punished when you don't keep that law. Yes, there's 600 and something laws out there, right? But they're for specific things. See, if you get out of that Christianity, learning and being indoctrinated, you'll understand the Bible instead of understanding the man who's teaching you what he wants you to know instead of teaching what that Bible has for you. You understand? Go study, man. And really, what you need to do, really, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, you need to get up in here in this ISUPK. And you won't have no choice but to know the Bible, because we go through it every day. That's how we live our life in here. Understand that.
Yeah. We should be doing exactly what you said. And when you hear these certain scriptures, you should be asking questions. I know you ain't really gonna get no answers from the Christian pastor, but guess what? I got a question. Why did God say he's a man of war?
That's it. That's heavy.
He said he's a man that he shouldn't lie. He warned against what? What is he warned against? I want to know. Other gods.
Right. God.
Who he warned against Christians?
Yeah, right.
Ask your pastor that question. Ask yourself that question.
That pastor ain't ready for that question.
No, he ain't ready for that.
I'm reading about war and rumors of wars. Who's he?
What wars you talking about? Yeah, right. Well, that's a war against good and evil, brother.
Oh, forget about that scripture.
They ain't trying to hear none of that.
No. Pass the pork chop.
Pastor pork
yeah,
chop.
Pastor pork chop.
No, I call him Pastor Offering.
You're right.
Pastor Offering plate.
Right. Yeah, Pastor Offering. That's about it.
Right. That's about all that's going up in there.
For passing.
Damn right.
That's what he pastor. The plate.
That's it. That's the only thing they trying to pass.
God.
Period. So you guys got anything else on it?
No, that was it, Shalach, man. That was pretty good. I like that.
That was it.
Oh yeah, that was heavy.
Yep.
All right, let me get this back up here and see what we got going next. This is a heavy class, man. Heavy class. All right, okay. We went over the topic World War III. You heard from the priests. All of us said our part, said our piece. But what does this Bible have to say about this topic? The Third World War is coming, but of the day and hour knoweth no man. Let's see what this Bible talking about.
We got Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 32. And that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all, that ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries to serve wood and stone.
See that? So what will happen during World War III? What you're saying right here in this scripture in Ezekiel 20 and 32, this is that, it's saying this is that rebellious desire. You understand? The elders of Israel, they're frustrated by their exile. They're planning to abandon Yahweh and fully adopt the idolatrous worldly practices of pagan nations. You understand? And because of that, it said what? Read that one more time.
And that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all, that ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries to serve wood and stone.
See that? He said, shall not be at all. The Most High emphatically declares this plan will fail. He will not permit his people to fully integrate and become like the heathen, because we are bound by covenant with the Most High. Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we're bound by covenant. He separated us. You understand? Called us holy. So the consequences of this, right? Instead of finding freedom in assimilation, the Most High tells us with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out, will I rule over you. So as his chosen, we can't escape being punished for our wrongdoings. Understand that. This signifies that Yahweh will act forcefully to bring them back to himself. Understand that. Even through intense judgment. So this verse reveals the Most High's commitment to his own reputation. You understand? He gonna stand on that. He forces us back from being like the heathen to ensure that we do not pollute his name any further. You understand? And assimilation, I noticed that word assimilation is in there, right? Mm-hmm. That's a big word. So I know some of our people, they don't like to go and look up stuff. Assimilation is just basically the process of absorbing, incorporating, or becoming similar to something else. You understand? It involves adopting new behaviors, beliefs, or structures until they blend with the surrounding environment, if you will, culture of the body. So that's what assimilation is. I know you heard me say that during that part, but let's keep going. But you brothers got something to say on that before we move on?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Revelation 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
So this marks a pivotal transition in the tribulation. We went over tribulation during those topics we went through in the first half of the class, right? So this marks a pivotal transition in the tribulation, basically signaling the end of the second woe, which is the sixth trumpet. You know, that's a period of massive death and the swift approach of the third woe, which is the seventh trumpet. Remember that. Remember, it said quickly, meaning suddenly, with no delays, it's going down. You understand? This signifies that the Most High's judgments are escalating toward the final establishment of Christ's kingdom. So judgments, meaning final wrath, is coming to make room and clear the way for Christ's kingdom. Understand that. Remember in the Lord's Prayer, in the Matthew the 6th chapter, right? Thy kingdom come, Thy will be done. That is what is preparing for. Let's keep going.
Yeah, just in case we got some kids in, we got any kids in the watching. Woe, it means destruction. The WOE, destruction. The first destruction and the third destruction. Okay.
I should have broke that down. So lock it for that.
No, you're good, priest. That's why we all here.
Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed.
That's heavy. And see, this is a divine invitation for our people to find security, peace, and spiritual refuge in the Most High during times of intense judgment. You understand? Tribulation during the end times, wrath, because it's going to be some things going down. This is why you have to get back up under the Most High. You have to get back under Christ. You understand? Come on in here under Commander General YaAhla so he can get you prepared. Because when the things go down where there's wrath going on and you get to seeing buildings destroyed and different things going on like that, you're going to be wishing that you had somebody to turn to. You understand? Because we read in those scriptures last week, Preaching Officer Malach Ahmah, it says, our gates thereof languish, meaning we have no strong leadership. We went over that last week, and we went over that in several other classes, right? So you have to get up under a powerful leader so that you can be prepared when these intense moments come, right? Because buildings going to be destroyed. Stuff like you knew it before won't be before. It may be a chance, opportunity where, well, not an opportunity, it'll be a situation where grocery stores might be destroyed. And you need to get some food some kind of way, right? So this, that's what I'm saying. It emphasizes trusting in the Most High's protection, his patience during trouble, and waiting for his deliverance. So for those of you who are Bible readers, you can connect this to going back to Exodus, the 12th chapter and verse 22, where the Israelites were told to hide in their homes while the angel of death passed over Egypt. You understand? Trusting the Most High for deliverance. This is very similar to that. This is going to go down again. And you're going to need to have the Most High on your side. Why not let him know? You understand? Get back up under these laws, statutes, and commandments. Get up under the Most High. You understand? Start doing what Christ came here to set up for you, that ISUPK is continuing to do, so that you can be protected. That's what it's saying in here. Salaki, one of you guys got something to say on that?
Yeah, I want to piggyback off what you said by getting it up in the UPK. I know, when times are going to get rough, you're going to need some food. And you looking at us like we're heretics, like we're crazy or something. We're falling. We're actually falling. We're actually the men of the Lord. In case you didn't know that, your pastor buying Mercedes and Rolls Royce and airplanes and having bowling alleys in his house, that's the false prophet. He's not teaching you. He's not leading you into the way of these commandments or what God requires from you. You look at us like we're crazy, like we some Negroes, but we are actually the true men of God. We are the true prophets. If you don't have nothing to compare with the false prophet to the true prophet, is you got to pick which one's the prophet. The prophet's going to be reading the Bible.
That's it.
You understand that? The devil is going to be, of course, our people are the devil too. They're going to be leading you astray. They're going to be concerned about money. They're going to talk about prosperity ministries, which that's not biblical. They're going to always using God like he's a slot machine. You put money in, you get money back out. God's not no slot machine. You obey, then he bless you. You disobey him, then you're gonna have consequences. Times is getting to get rough, and you're gonna find out that all the while we were the prophets, because every time the Most High is getting ready to destroy a kingdom, he sends his prophets out. You'll see us on the streets. You'll see us, and we'll be saying, "Thus saith the Lord." Where you're gonna hear us talking about money. We go prophets when the God sends his prophets out, he ain't saying nothing good. He gonna tell you bad things are going to happen. Am I correct, Shalach?
Kind out of one concert.
What would the king say? What, you come to bring me bad news again? Every time you come is bad news. Thus said the Lord, because God he's gonna have his way at the end. You're gonna have to straighten up and follow these laws, statutes, commandments, and realize that we are the prophets of God. We're the mouthpiece of God.
Damn right. Heavy. What you said, so heavy, sir. All right, let's see what we're going into next. Going to that Joel.
Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
Now, see, right here is a sarcastic, ironic summons from the Most High. You understand? He calling rebellious nations to gather for judgment. You understand? It challenges them to assemble their strongest forces only to face defeat. He's saying, get all your men, get all of them together. Get all, 10,000, 50,000 of them. Get them all together. And I want you to get them all together so they can get ready to face this horrible defeat. You understand? So the context of this judgment, the surrounding verses that you see right here, this was Joel 3 and 9, but you start reading the surrounding verses when you go into verses 10 through 14. It explained that the call is for the Most High to render judgment on the nations for how they treated his people and their wickedness. You understand? So if this World War III go on, and the Most High send our Lord back, our King, you're going to see this again. They're going to get together. You see they got all these space stations up there. They got all these weapons they building up in space because they done read something in this Bible about portals, right? So Yahweh Shai going to come through with his angels, and they thinking they're going to have something coming. He said, get all of them together.
Right.
Wake up, mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Let them come up. I got something for them. That's what he's saying in that scripture.
Right.
Go ahead, priest. I know you got something to say on that.
Hey, he offered them salvation of destruction.
That's it. That's it.
Look, they getting all these weapons and stuff, getting ready for the second coming of Christ. What you need the Space Force for?
That's it.
Man, live on Earth.
That's it, sir.
You ain't know those angels that you be seeing on those telescopes when you be out there flying around those Negroes in that spaceship. That's what y'all looking for. They know something's coming.
They know something's coming.
And if it is, let's say hypothetically speaking, if you believe in God, if you believe in the God of the Bible, don't you think you got a recompense of what you did to us?
You have to.
That's it.
You have to.
You cannot possibly believe in God if you think the God's not going to revenge what you did to us. I'm talking about all nations. And I'm reading as Shalach read these scriptures right here. He said, look, he put the spirit on y'all to make y'all prepare for war because he's about to bring you down.
That's it. In a heavy kind of way, in a disastrous way.
Ooh-wee.
You like a way you can't even fathom, actually.
Ooh-wee.
Heck yeah. We'll keep going, priest, on the next one, on Joel 2 and 1.
Yeah, we'll go Joel chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
Nigh at hand. This brother read that first part of this scripture, saying, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, right? So what's it saying here? Sound an alarm in my holy mountain. This is a call to action to the priests who are the leaders. You understand? We talking about, UPK. We're very familiar with this. Yes, this is a call to the generals, the captains, the officers here on the earth to sound the ram's horn what we call the shofar here in UPK. You understand? Signaling alarm for war and impending crisis in Zion. You understand? He said, my holy mountain. That refers to Jerusalem. You understand? That's our homeland, Jerusalem. 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. We are all from Jerusalem, from northern and southern Jerusalem. That's where we come from. So that's what it's talking about. Impending crisis in Zion. My holy mountain, he said, refers to Jerusalem and the temple, indicating the seriousness of the situation. And the one part he ran in here, he said, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. What's that saying? The coming judgment is so severe, folks, that all inhabitants should shake with fear and repentance. Because you just heard us just talking about just a few minutes ago, a few seconds ago, actually, about things that's going to go down and you ain't going to be ready for it. Right? So you should shake with fear and definitely be in repentance. I'll be doing that repentance thing right now. I won't even wait till then because it might just be too late for you. Right? And it said, for the day of the Lord cometh. I'm looking at it here in the scripture. For it is nigh at hand, Bachaayar just read, right? The day of the Lord is a pivotal prophetic concept referring to a time of severe divine intervention. Believe that. Not just a future day, but an immediate, unavoidable disaster day is what it's going to be. That's what's going on in that scripture. Khan, you got something to say on that, priest?
No, I'm just listening to these scriptures and how true they are. I mean, this is what we're waiting on, Shalach. This is what we're rehearsing because we up next.
We up next.
I just don't understand why our people want to give the salvation to the other nations when we're reading in these scriptures. These nations, they're not even a part of us. They don't believe
at all
because they always talk about a body of believers. What are they talking? A body of believers. According to the scriptures, they don't believe. But it sounds like they will when it's all said.
Oh, they will. Yeah. Or face destruction.
Hey, I know you and Shalach, y'all believers. Because you know what happened to us. I know what happened to us. I can read about us all the time, but that's it. That's all I got to say on that one. They're gonna find out.
All right.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
See that? He said, see that ye be not troubled. I just was telling you a couple scriptures back. If you keep these laws, statutes, commandments, and you under Christ, you up under the Most High, we don't have to worry about being troubled because we got some heavy protection for us. If the Most High be with you, who can be against you? Don't you want to be in that position? Salakia, go ahead, keep reading.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
See,
diverse places.
If you think we playing, I only want to keep. We're gonna keep beating this in your head till you get it one day, or maybe you just ain't gonna get it, right? So these verses right here that you see on the screen, verses 6 and 7, just advises that us righteous anyway, not panic over wars or rumors of wars, famine or earthquakes, as these are inevitable. These are early pains, as we talked about in our topics earlier on in the first half of this class. These are those early pains, those concerns of the end times, not the immediate end itself. Yahushua warns that rising global conflicts, meaning nations against nations, are precursors to the end. But those who follow him must remain composed and discerning. You understand? Because in verse 8, Yahushua just declares that these occurrences, we didn't put verse 8 on here, but I'm just letting you know. Verse 8, he's declaring that these occurrences are just the beginning of sorrows. We covered that a little bit in them topics in the first half of the class as well. And those birth pains, right? Meaning they will increase in frequency and intensity, but are not the final event. Why? Because the Third World War is coming, but of that day and hour knoweth no man. I hope this is clear to you. I hope this is clear. And hold on before we keep going. We got a few things from the sisters in here. We'll make sure they get their voices heard on here. Let's see. Naama Shah, my real blacks, Hispanics, and natives, Ashibike is the home of the truth. Your true identity. Wake up, my brothers and sisters, so you can be saved from the wicked world we live in. Khan, Most High in Christ. And then she came back and said, Yahushua is coming, and nothing or no one can protect the nations that wrong the Most High's chosen people. Most High in Christ. You damn right on that. And then we got Sister Nadaba in here saying they're going to say those costume niggas were right. That's heavy, sis. That's real heavy right there, sis. Yeah, them costume niggas, them what they call us, Transformers or whatever.
Yeah,
what
the
they Power
Rangers.
Rangers. Yeah, they said
the Guardians of the Universe.
Yeah. Call us some Harley niggas. We look like we ride Harleys.
Man, they talk about it so bad.
That's heavy. That's all they can say about us.
Listen to me, this is beautiful though, bro. Because when you look at it, we don't have to be afraid. We follow the Most High.
That's it.
We don't have to even pick up a weapon. We're gonna just watch the Most High make them clash, put the hooks in the jaws of Gog and Magog. He's gonna make them fight. He's the man of war. He's gonna do the battling.
Damn right.
Right now, we out here fishing and trying to get our people to come back.
Yep, trying to
that's what we're doing. We're fishing, trying to get us to come back. Come back to your nationality, Israel. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's glorious. God gave us the best heritage. He gave us the best culture there is. The other nations are barbarians.
That's it.
They're lawless. Who got more honor than you? After all we've been through, who has honor? And we still ain't blamed. Like I said last week, we still ain't blame God for what we went through.
Nope.
But if that happened to the other nations, would they serve their gods still?
That's it.
They'd abandon their gods, wouldn't they?
Right. They would.
Yeah, God. I know.
Knowing the history of them.
Yeah. So if they got a God, why they ain't praying for their God to help us? Because they're against us, right? They're our enemies.
That's it.
Yeah, come on now. They don't help you. Why follow them in what they do and believe in their false doctors and their Christianity and their Islam? Because it doesn't benefit you in the least bit. It don't give you no land. It don't give you no government. It don't give you currency. It don't give you none of that stuff. You're so servant to them. You're underneath them.
It don't give you salvation. Salvation is of the Jews.
Why don't you join the Power Rangers? Join the Power Rangers.
Right.
What you got to lose?
Damn right. Bachaayar, you said salvation is of who?
Yeah, of the Jews.
Of the Jews.
No. Because it was a spiritual slave boat.
That's it.
You see this shirt right here?
What you got? Let me go back.
Come on, check it out. Don't do me like that.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
You know,
there it is.
This is my very first shirt. I got this in Chicago. Hey, guess who bought this for me? I treasure this shirt. And I wore this on the airplane. No, I'm gonna tell you who got it for me. Officer LeBon out of Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, you know what? You did tell me that before.
He bought this shirt for me. He said, pick any shirt you want. I said, the nigga guy.
What does it say at the bottom up under Yahushua right there?
Let me see.
It say something underneath that?
It ain't got nothing underneath it.
Okay, just that part.
You got the one got the right at the bottom, but this is the first one that came out with. See that brother right there?
That's it,
man. I wore
that white woolly nappy hair.
All the nations was
dark,
looking at me.
Beautiful,
they was looking
dark skin.
Yeah, I said, nigga, God, you damn right.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Let's get back to. We got to go to Isaiah. I believe.
Isaiah 13 verse 4. The noise of multitudes in mountains, like as of a great people of tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle. Isaiah 13 verse 5. They come from a far country, from the ends of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Isaiah 13 verse 6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
And just hang in there with us for a second, everybody. We're gonna cover a lot of Isaiah 13 scriptures, but just in these scriptures that the brother just read here, 4 through 6, right? This is that sovereign judgment, the Lord of hosts. When you see that in the Bible, you see the Lord of hosts. That's the Most High's armies. It's the Most High. It's saying the God of armies, basically. It's the one actively mustering, as it says, this destruction, bringing forces from a far country to fulfill his purpose. That's what's going on when you break down those scriptures that we went through so far. Let's keep going.
You got Isaiah chapter 13, verses 9 through 13. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
That's it.
Verse 10. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
Now just think about that for a second. If the stars don't let off no kind of light, the sun becomes darkened, the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Think about that for a second. I ain't even gonna go into it real deep. I just want your mind to go there right now and think about that for a second. The Most High Yahweh is nothing for you to be playing with.
No.
If he told us to do something, get out of your stiff-necked mind and do it. It's only hard because you're not doing it. That's what makes it hard. You ain't moving your feet and your arms to go and do what he asked us to do, which is real simple stuff. Just keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. I'm going to just keep it right there. Salakia, keep going, priest.
Yeah.
Sweet baby Jesus ain't coming in peace.
I got one for you, Bachaayar, before you go. You remember the movie 300? This is what my mind go to. Remember when he said my arrows was blot out the sun? It was war going on, correct?
Yep.
That's what my mind go to.
Yep. That's
we're talking about war the whole time. The whole time we're talking about war.
Yep.
And the Most High didn't get off the throne and do it. He sent his creation to do it.
That's heavy. That's heavy, priest.
Verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man that the golden wedge of Ophir. Verse 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
So basically what you just said, go ahead, sir. You got something to say?
Yeah. Read 12 again.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Okay, that's all. Go ahead. Go ahead, priest Shalach. I just want to hear that part again. It just woke me up. I was asleep.
That's it. So what you what you are witnessing here, and this is Isaiah 13. This was verses 9 through 13 that the brother Bachaayar read through, right? The day of the Lord, when you see that, right? The destruction is described using intense apocalyptic imagery. Stars, sun, and the moon darken, and their earth shaken. That symbolizes a massive divine intervention that destroys human pride. That's what's going to take place. So just keep in mind, like I said, we're gonna dig into this Isaiah chapter 13. It's calling for us to do this entire chapter, right? And it's not many, but it's calling for us to do this entire chapter so you can get the point about this war. You understand? You don't want to play with the Most High. I strongly encourage you to get under these law, statutes, commandments. If you're out there saying, man, I can't do that, you can't do that, then get in an organization like the ISUPK that will help you do it. They're going to see to it that you do it. You understand? Let's keep going.
Isaiah 13, verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
That's self-explanatory, sir.
You found with them, Christians. If you found with them,
that sword coming all through your body and out your back.
You go down. Thus said the Lord. If you're found with them,
saith the Lord.
You're gonna be debowed.
That's it.
Wow.
That's heavy.
Okay. Isaiah 13, verse 16. Their children shall also be dashed to pieces before their eyes. The houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
So the Most High is not going to care about your children, your wives, you, any of that. Once you turn your back on him, you're against him. He told you, you either for me
or you're against me.
You're against me, right? He told you that in Matthew the 6th chapter, right? So it's going to be some dashing going on. It's going to be some swords that thrust through you. You understand? This is not a game.
Not at all.
Salakia, sir, you can keep reading.
Yeah. I want to go back to that 13 again real quick. I know we pressed for time, but I want to read 16 again. Their children all shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. The houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. We're not going to be ravishing. That's not going to be us. It's going to be nation against nations, and they're going to be doing some ungodly, some unspeakable things. You understand what I'm saying? This is what the scripture's talking about. War. You're getting the spoils of the war. Someone might take your wife and do some things with it.
Yeah, ravish.
Some ungodly things.
And that's putting it lightly.
That's the nations at war. That's what they're going to do. You saw that even, this, Bachaayar, when we were in the Middle East. You see all these charges coming up about rape. Even us, we get the women, if they had sexual trauma.
SA, sir.
My fault.
Yep.
Yeah, SA, yeah. If we had some type of trauma, they pay you for it because that goes on. Women don't have no place in the theater of battle.
Not at all.
But they're going to your house in these battles right here. They come to your hometown.
That's it.
Okay. Isaiah 13, verse 17. I appreciate that, brothers. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. You're not going to be able to pay them.
They ain't even going to care nothing about money.
No money.
Not at all.
That heart has been officially hardened. Salakia, keep going, please.
Isaiah 13, verse 18. Their bows shall also dash the young men to pieces. And they shall have no pity on the fruits of thy womb. Thy eyes shall not spare children.
See that? So it's just talking about how, Even when they get to shooting these, they ain't gonna bow and arrows at you. They ain't gonna come in. They ain't gonna care nothing about these babies. They ain't gonna care nothing about the woman's womb. You understand? And they ain't gonna spare no children. Not even children will be spared. You understand? So what's going on here? Isaiah 13 from verses 15 through 18. Merciless destruction is what's going on, right?
That's what's going on.
The judgment is absolute. The Medes, as you heard the brother read, used as the Most High's instrument, will show no mercy whatsoever, slaying young and old and shattering their city's power, specifically sparing none of them, is what it's saying. Real short and sweet.
Right. Do that ring a bell to you, Israel? When we read these scriptures, the Lord, he's going to recompense all these nations. We didn't get spared. Our children, our women, we get none of that. Remember the Arabs, the trans-Saharan slave trade? When they had the harems with our sisters in there being whores? They were sleeping with our women, ravishing our women. Do you hear the Lord repaying these other nations back for what they did to us? So the guy he says he's a God of war. Remember we talked about that earlier?
Damn right.
Sound like he's doing a lot of war. Look how he's paying people back. He's offering salvation, Christians.
God.
Damn right, sir.
This don't sound like salvation to me.
No, it's not salvation.
That's it. So let's keep going.
Isaiah chapter 13, verses 19 through 22. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of Chaldeus, excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Verse 21. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. Verse 22. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in the desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places. And their name and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
Now, see, when you look at this scripture here, this is permanent desolation. The prophecy declares that Babylon will never again be inhabited, becoming a desolate place occupied by only the wild. Understand? The wild desert creatures. You understand? Those doleful creatures, illustrating the total reversal of its former glory. You understand? Does this sound like something you heard before that was left desolate?
I got this.
Sodom and Gomorrah, which you heard up here in verse 19. It says, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And it's letting you know that with these ones right here. It says in that verse 22 there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. That verse 21. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And it gave you those creatures. That's what you're going to see there. It's just going to be a desolate land with some wild animals there. You understand? Because when you disobey the Most High, what's coming behind that, you don't want no parts of. All you got to do is read this Bible.
That's it.
This Bible will show you the people that disobeyed him, us, our forefathers and foremothers that disobeyed him, they got punished severely. And check this out. They got punished so bad that we're still getting punished because of it.
God.
We're under curses because of it.
Still to this day.
Still to this day.
Shalach.
So I just want to point that out to you. We're going to keep on going, but take this for what you take it for. I'm just trying to send them. We just messengers. We're priests. You know what I mean? Our job is to come and give the message to our people. If our people listen or not, that's the decision that they make. You understand? But our job is to come and give you that message and explain what we're talking about with that message. What you do with it is what you do with it. Shalach, sir, you got something to say on that?
Yeah, Shalach, you know, right now I'm hearing, I'm not like the Christians, I'm hearing stuff, but I know how they are. They're going to say, well, that prophecy already happened. So how do we prove that this is a future prophecy? Because I'm gonna make it simple. Are people in those lands right now?
That's it, sir.
Right. So that's going to be desolate when this prophecy come to pass for you new covenant Christians who are saying, you know, we're in a new covenant. Yeah, we are. We're in a new covenant, but it's still prophecies in the Bible that still has to take place in what you call the Old Testament. That's the word I'm going to use. Yeah, so that's a future prophecy. That's something that didn't happen because people are in that land right now. But it's talking about the animals going to dwell there when this takes place. So that hadn't happened yet.
That's it. Hey, and before we go further, got a little message for you.
What you got?
Hey, Carol, can you see it on the screen?
You should see the other nation's face when he has the shirt on.
One of my favorites. Sister Nadaba.
All right, BZ, I hear you.
That's heavy, man.
Yeah.
See, I'm telling you, hey, everybody joining in on class. If you're watching a lot of classes, I'm glad you're joining. You see, we're gonna come, we're gonna teach the class. We're gonna come, but you're gonna get some laughter in here. Of course, you're gonna get the truth. You're gonna get the seriousness of the class. But we got humor in here too, man. Hey, the Most High got humor. You understand? So you're going to get it out of us, man. We want to feel good about living in this truth, teaching this truth, and just feel good about bringing our brothers and sisters in here so they can just be relieved of some of the madness they've been going through in their life, living against the Most High. You know what I mean? That's what we want to do. That's another target we try to do in our class with our people, man. Shalach, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I want to say this to all the 12 tribes of Israel. Seriously, we live the way the lives of the other cultures in the dress codes. You know, they call us Power Rangers. Well, Lord gave you a heritage too. And like I said earlier, we got the best heritage because we're the vessel of mercy. We're going to bring peace on earth. This is our job. We're going to all when we get in power, the nations will not study war anymore. That's what the scriptures say. But Israel has to be ruling. So why be ashamed of your culture and how we got this crowns on? You think we look silly, but you don't say nothing to the East Indians when they got a turban on top of their head. They dress funny too, but no one says anything about their culture. Why not come back to your culture? You got one too.
Oh, look,
you should come back to your culture. Israel is your culture. The Bible is your culture. You should come back to that and leave the other nations alone because they have nothing. They have nothing for you. They're over here right now. They don't care nothing about you
at all.
So and I know here. Well, it's a Jesus thing. Yeah, Jesus is a black man. You don't see him on my shirt. He look like you. He don't look like the Arabs. So you should get in the UPK. That's what you should be doing. Give up your pride and come back to your culture and your God so we can go back home. That's it.
That's it.
And that's all.
Let's see, we got.
Okay, we got to speed.
Hit up. We're going into this Apocrypha now.
Oh boy, it's not canon.
Second Esdras, chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. Second Esdras, chapter 13, verse 2. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. Second Esdras 13:3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his continents to look at all the things, trembled that were seen under him. Second Esdras 13:4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire.
Now, what's going on here in this second Esdras and this Apocrypha is so powerful. The 7 days following intense contemplation, often fasting or prayer. In the previous chapter, in Ezra, we read this in another class, right? It's given a vision of the end times, right? That's why this is so vital to go towards the Third World War as to what this class is about, right? So it says the sea and wind, you heard the priest read about, right? Represents the tumultuous, unsettled state of the world before the final judgment, right? The man, it said the man. He read about the man in there, right? That's the Messiah. That's our Lord. You understand? Yahushua. The figure emerging from the sea, described in, I believe it was, this is second Esdras 13, but I believe this was in verses 25 and 26. We didn't put them on here, but if you keep reading on in there, down towards 25 and 26, that's as the one whom the Most High has kept for many ages to deliver his creation, right? That's how powerful this second Esdras is. The significance of this is that this passage mirrors Daniel's the 7th chapter, verse 13, I believe. One like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, highlighting the divine, swift, and destructive power of the Messiah against the armies of the world. That's what it's talking about in these scriptures right here. That's heavy, man. This shows you how precept is upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. You have to be able to understand this Bible when you're reading it. You understand? Because if you don't, then you'll be confused. And that's why it's important to get into the ISUPK, because we have priests in here who will help you in your understanding. We have priests in here who will show you how to read properly and how to get understanding. You understand? I used to tell people, and you brothers can shed some light on it as well. But I used to always tell people, when you read the Bible, make sure you get a real good Bible dictionary to go along with it. I recommend the Zion Bible Dictionary, and get you a Strong's Concordance.
Say that again. You broke up, sir.
I broke up?
Yeah, you broke up.
Can you hear me clear now?
I hear you.
Okay. No, I'm saying I always tell people when they ask me, well, what should I start out? What scriptures, what part of the Bible should I start out with first? I always tell people, you can start where you want to start, but the best thing about it when you're reading any book is to start out at the beginning. Start out at the beginning. I would start in Genesis, but wherever you start is on you. But make sure you got you a Bible dictionary. I recommend the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, and get you a Strong's Concordance, because sometimes words mean something that you only know what it means, but a lot of words mean several different things. But you want to understand the context and how you're reading it. And that's why that Bible dictionary and that Strong's Concordance will help you break that down. Or you can just simply go online and go under the Blue Letter Bible and look up certain words, and it'll break things down for you. And just, it'll help you with your understanding. And take notes. You understand? Take notes so that when you see these things, you'll have more understanding of it, because you'll see certain things come up again in here. That's why this is heavy when you read this in second Esdras, because this, the Apocrypha was taken out of the Bible, by the Protestants back in you can correct me on this, sir. What was it? I believe around the 1700s. I believe.
Yeah, around there.
Around there, they took that. That's just the middle part of the Bible. This is part of the original Bible, but it's called the Apocrypha now. It's just the 14 books that was removed. You understand? But this is our Bible right here. When you see Second Esdras, and there's a whole lot of other different scriptures in there and books in there that you need to read about. So this is heavy when we go over this thing. So let's see. Let's keep going to Ezekiel. And then we got about 7 chapters in there. We getting close. Hang in there with us. Getting real close. Hang on in there with us, folks. We teaching some powerful stuff here tonight. And understand this class, the Third World War is coming, but of the day and the hour knoweth no man. So we're gonna keep on teaching, so you can understand what's going on. Salakia, sir, you can go, or Aki, or one of you guys want to go ahead and grab that.
Ezekiel 38, verse 1 through 7. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus said the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief priest of Meshach and Tubal, and I will.
Now, 1 second, sir. Now, when you're reading in this, especially when you go back up to 1 and through this one, this outlines a future end time prophecy where the Most High Yahweh brings a massive coalition of nations led by Gog and Magog, which we explained to you earlier in the first half of the class. You know, it's Russia, Iran, which is modern day Persia. You understand? From the far north, he brought them to attack and securely. He's going to regather. Well, he regathered Israel. It signifies a period of global tension where the Most High summons this army for judgment, ultimately intended to display his sovereignty and holiness to the world. The actor in this, as you can see, is Gog and Magog. You'll see that time and time again. The prophecy is directed at Gog, a leader from the land of Magog, described as the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, which you heard the priest read. And many interpret that geographically as a power to the far north of Israel, with some modern interpretations pointing towards what I mentioned already, Russia. So that's what's going on there. But Salakia, sir, you can keep going when you get a chance.
Yeah, it was 1600s. They removed the Apocrypha.
1600s.
Okay. Yeah, because you remember 1611 came out shortly after that.
Khan out of one
Khan. Geneva Bible, remember?
Khan out of one Khan, sir.
Okay. Verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy armies, horses, and thy horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
So what's going on there, along with verse 3? That's a divine control. Though Gog initiates the what can I say? The attack due to greed or anti-Israel sentiment, the Most High declares he will turn him around and put hooks in his jaw, implying that Gog is ultimately acting within the Most High's permitted timing. So he's permitting him to do this, right? And divine purpose. So that's what's going on there. Salakia, keep going, sir.
Verse 5. Persia, Ethiopian, and Libyan with them, all of them with a shield and helmet. Verse 6. Gomer and all his bands. The horse of Togarmah, I said it earlier. Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. So the bands is talking about military, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And see what's going on in this verse 5 and 6, sir. The coalition basically is, Gog is joined by a vast multinational army, including Persia, like we said earlier, modern day Iran, Cush, Put, Gomer, and Beth. We just said the name, Togarmah. You understand? This represents an aligned force against the Most High's people. They're totally against us. So that's what's going on there. Salakia, sir, you can keep reading.
Verse 7, be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
So the Most High ironically tells Gog to prepare and be a guard to his assembly, highlighting that basically if even military planning against Israel is allowed for the Most High's ultimate victory, because he don't care nothing about none of that. Contemporary prophecy, right? Some scholars they relate the northern power, which is Russia, and Persia, which is Iran, alliance to current global conflicts involving Russia and Iran. You understand? Suggesting the prophecy is increasingly relevant today, as we can see things that's going on out there right now. This Bible is heavy. It lets us know about these things way ahead of time. You brothers got something to say on this before we move to the next one?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay.
Go
to Isaiah.
Isaiah chapter 34, verses 1 through 4. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. Verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Verse 3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. Man. Verse 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as falling fig from the fig tree.
See, the Lord is going to destroy these nations. You understand? What you just heard the brother read from verses 1 through 4. This is a universal judgment. You understand? The Lord calls all nations to listen, to hearken, declaring his wrath upon all armies, not some, all armies, and stating that the heavens will roll up like a scroll and the stars will fade, symbolizing massive and total judgment of the Lord. That's all what's being said right here when you read these 4 right here. That's what's going to go down. Let's keep going. Still got some more in here for you for Isaiah.
Isaiah 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Isaiah 34, verse 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of the lamb and goats, with the fat of the kidney of rams. For the Lord has a sacrifice of in Basra, and great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Isaiah 34, verse 7. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bull, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made with fatness.
Now, these verses right here, 5 through 7. This is judgment on Edom. Priest and Officer Malach Ahmah. Who is Edom?
We call them the Caucasian persuasion today.
There it is. This is judgment
Esau in the Bible
on
also.
Esau, Edom, the white man and woman,
the red man.
Red man.
Yeah, let's see.
Whatever you want to call him.
Use both.
So judgment on him. Judgment on him. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood, it said, focusing on a massive sacrifice and slaughter in the land of Edom, and it's in its city called Basra, as you heard the priest read. That's one of their big cities in Edom, heavily populated with a bunch of Edomites. You understand? It's gonna go down. That's what it's saying in these scriptures. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just breaking down what the scripture is saying. The Lord gonna do these things. Don't blame us. Let's keep going.
Isaiah chapter 34, verse 8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of the recompense for the controversy of Zion. Isaiah 34, 9. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. Isaiah 34, 10. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever.
So what you just witnessed, and it's Isaiah 34, 8 through 10, right? This is an enduring desolation. The land of Edom, again, is described as turning into burning sulfur that cannot be quenched, with smoke rising forever, marking it as a wasteland. That's what's being said right here in these scriptures. I just want to make it simple, plain, and clear for you readers out there, for you viewers out there. You don't even got to guess what's going on in all this reading right here. I just summed it up for you right there. A wasteland. That's what it's going to be. Let's keep going.
Isaiah 34, verse 11 through 15. But the conglomerates and the bitter shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall screech out upon in the line of confusion and the stone of emptiness. Verse 12. They shall be called the nobles thereof to the kingdoms, but none shall be there, and all of her princes shall be nothing. Verse 13. And the thorns shall come up in her palaces, nettles and brambles in the fortress thereof, and it shall be an inhabitants of dragons and a court of owls.
Now, let me, Salakia, sir, real quick, just to stop right there, just for a brief second. When you get to reading stuff like thorns shall come up in the palaces, you ever see these abandoned homes out here? When you start seeing like vines and thorns and things like that start growing inside there because it's so desolate. That's let you know right there what's going on right here in this palace. This thing is left desolate, right? And these are the things going to be going on. You're going to be seeing birds, owls, and all kind of different creatures staying inside this palace because that's their home now. You understand? I just wanted to point that out real quick, just to put your mind close to where this is going with this. Malach, sir. That's all I wanted to say.
Khan, that was a good point. I'm glad you brought that out. Mm-hmm. Okay, we are on 14, correct?
Khan.
Okay. The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild beasts of the islands, and the satyr shall cry to his fellow. The screech owl also shall rest there, and find for herself a place of rest. Verse 15. There shall the great owl make her nest, and lay, and hatch, and gather under the shadow. There shall the vulture also be gathered, everyone with her mate.
So what's going on from this verses 11 through 15, viewers and everybody in the chat? A haunt for creatures. The fortresses and palaces, as it's saying, of the land will become desolate, like we just went over, occupied by wild beasts. You saw some of them that he read. Jackals, satyrs, owls, turning once inhabited area. They're turning a once inhabited area into a desolate wilderness. That's what it's turning to. That's what you're reading in these scriptures right here. Well, let's keep going. We got just a little bit more to go, and we'll get done. I just want to make sure that you see what's going on here. This is all about war. This is all leading up to the Third World War. Let's keep going.
So we got Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail.
That's it.
None shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. Isaiah 34 and 17. And he hath cast the lot for them, and his hand hath divided it unto them by line. They shall possess it forever. From generation to generation shall they dwell therein.
See, so the certainty of prophecy. The chapter concludes by urging readers to check the book of the Lord. Right? Check out the book of the Lord, it's saying. And it's affirming that every detail will happen exactly as it was written. And the animals will inhabit the land of generation, the land for generations, having been assembled by the Lord. You understand? This is heavy. And all we're doing is reading. That's it. We're reading and we're explaining what was just what these scriptures are saying. Point blank, period. Going into Amos.
Amos 5, verse 18. Woe unto them, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, that to what end it is for you. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
So, this is a sharp warning, basically, to complacent, disobedient Israelites who wrongly believe the Most High's judgment will only strike their enemies. Before I finish, you heard preaching earlier. He was saying, yeah, we talk about these devils. Oh, yeah. And some of our folks is devils too. You heard him say that earlier? Well, this correlates right here with this scripture right here. I'm going to start over. This is a sharp warning to complacent, disobedient Israelites who wrongly believe that the Most High's judgment would only strike their enemies, strike our enemies, right? And not them. Well, it reveals that these religious rituals cannot replace justice. making the day a time of doom rather than victory. So, and that means you unrighteous Israelites out there, right? You can get it too. The Most High saying, you can go down right with the ship with your oppressors if you choosing to stay on that side. So that's up to you. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, is what it said in the scripture. Keep that in mind. I'm just reading. We just reading. That's it. Take it for how you take it. You got something to say on that, priest?
No, just no, I don't. Go ahead. I had it. I just lost my thought.
Okay.
Revelation 18, chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great is fallen. Is fallen and is become the habitation of devils. And the hold of every foul spirit and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Now, Babylon the Great is falling, you just heard the brother say. Is falling. Is stating how judgment, once again, there's that word again. Judgment. The verse declares that the Most High's judgment has arrived on the white man's corrupt and oppressive systems of this world. This is a warning. It serves as a call for Israelites, meaning blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, to separate themselves from their sins and values of this system. You understand? Because the ultimate victory, it affirms that all earthly powers opposing the Most High will fail, ensuring that the ultimate triumph of the Most High's kingdom will be on top. And it's coming. It's coming. He's going to set up the kingdom right here. And all you naysayers and people that's over there on the oppressor side, you chose to join him. Because some of y'all saying, man, God don't do nothing. We ain't never seen God. Blah, 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 blah. All that stuff. When they go down, like you hear a lot of Israelites, a lot of UPK, you'll hear them say it all the time when we be at camp and all the zones all over the place. They say, okay, now once Yahushua come back and crack that sky, we're going to see what you're talking about. You'll hear brothers say that all that time, all through there, at every zone. And people look at us like we're crazy. Hey, these cats talking about, you hear Sonetter saying it. Man, come on, Captain Cesario. Man, you really believe that a man gonna come back and crack the sky? He just gonna crack the sky, huh? Come up out the sky. Where he coming from? See what I'm saying? See, those is people right there. And Sonetter, he a good brother. It's because of him that he really spread a lot of UPK stuff over the years. You know what I'm saying? Helped us get out to masses of people, right? Good brother. He just misguided. You understand? But that's what's going on there. Let's get up this Revelation 19 and 17, and we're going to get everybody up out of here.
Revelation 19 and 17. And I saw an angel standing in the sun. He cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great God.
Now, what's going on here? This describes an angel standing in the sun. You understand? Inviting birds to a great supper of the Most High, right? Which symbolizes the inevitable. Total defeat of armies opposing Christ at Armageddon. That's what's going on there. It serves as a grim depiction of divine, here it is, judgment, where enemies of the Most High become food for the carrion birds. That's what's going on in there. See, it says, and I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying, what? To all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven. See that? See, he's inviting the birds to have a great supper with the Lord, right? When the Most High just do them in. The birds gonna be able to enjoy them bastards being taken down. You understand? This is heavy. This is real heavy. Armageddon. You heard me say that earlier in the first part of the first half of the class, right? Armageddon is the biblical prophesied site of a final apocalyptic battle between forces of good and forces of evil. Specifically mentioned in Revelation 16:16 that we read in the first half of the class when we was breaking down a lot of those things that go on that was prophesied in the Bible, right? And it stems from the word Armageddon. You heard me say it earlier. It stems from the Hebrew word Har Megiddo, right? Mount is basically means Mount of Megiddo. That's what Armageddon is, right? And it generally signifies an end of the world scenario, a catastrophic war, or any immense decisive conflict. That's what Armageddon is. Just to break down what Armageddon is. I know you see these movies. There's a movie called Armageddon, I believe. That all comes from them taken from the Bible like they always do. All them superhero movies you see and all kind of crazy things you see out there. It's just all depictions of what they got from the Bible and try to make their own thing go. That's just simply what it is. All right, we reached towards the end. We reached the end of the class. Priest, you guys got some closing statements before we close this thing out?
Yeah,
give to the people.
I got one. They're tuning in. You never take nobody's word. Always, when somebody gives you information, you do your own research, and that's how you find truth. Because you're going to find out the whole time that you thought we were crazy. We got scholars in the school. We got people. We're taught well. We have discipline. We learn all those things, and I couldn't deny it. That's why I'm here. So whatever you think you got is just all you got. Don't take our word for it. Just look it up for yourself. Like the priest said, get you a strong concordance. Get you a Bible, a Zondervan Bible dictionary compact, and the information is right there for you. That's all. That's all I got for that. Just do your own research, and you'll discover that we wasn't lying. Because that's why I'm here today. Because I found out when I researched the UPK, I found out they wasn't lying. They were telling the truth. And that's all I got for that.
Brother Bachaayar, you got something to close out?
I'm gonna touch on this is how the Lord goes to war, not how the oppressor goes to war. As I mentioned earlier, the oppressor goes to war, demolishes, and then gives them funds to build it back up. The Lord shows you how you're supposed to attack your enemy. Complete destruction.
That's heavy.
Annihilation. Correct.
Annihilation.
That's it.
Right. You ever seen that movie Shaka Zulu, Shalach?
Oh, absolutely. Used to watch it all the time. Every time it came on.
Every year in high school. He would destroy his enemies because even the children, because children is going to be an adversary, threat to his kingdom later on.
Yes.
You see,
he killed my dad back in such and such. Unalive my dad.
You unalive my dad. You see when the lion take over the pride, what did he do? He cut the blood.
He get rid of all the young.
Yes,
that ain't his.
And he takes the spoils and take the women, right?
That's how you go to war.
Yeah.
Hey, and what's crazy, Salaki, just to interrupt for a quick second, sir. In the lion family, whenever that male lion come and defeat that male lion and kick him out and take his women, and he, like you said, unalive the young. One of the reasons he unalive the young is because yes, those female lions are going to be sad. They're going to want to fight him too. Make sure he don't unalive their young. But once he do it, they have to bow down, and they automatically go into
breed.
What's that called again when they start
breeding? They start wanting to breed again.
Yeah, they want to breed again. It's a certain word I'm looking for. I can't think of it right now.
They're going heat.
They're going to heat.
Use that word. Yeah,
they basically want going to heat, and they want to get out so they can have some more babies. You understand? So that's heavy. But Slucky, not to cut you off.
We're gonna get down. Oh God, dog. I heard it all tonight.
Right. Well, go ahead, sir. I cut you off.
No. You perfectly fine. They want to get down. I'm trying to find that word you're looking for too, but they go
like,
and
it's another word for going in the heat.
It's another word they use.
Yes.
But they want to get down, Brock.
Yeah. That's
they
it.
Want to get down with the get down.
Get down with the get down. Even though he was the enemy, but now they got to use him for protection. You know what I mean? A big old animal coming there trying to hurt one of them that's bigger than them.
Mm-hmm.
They got to use the big male lion for protection, and of course they're gonna jump him with him. So that's how they stick together. They're a pride. You understand? So that's heavy. That's heavy in itself. All right. Yes, so if you brothers don't have nothing else, I will go into the USB.
I get the text, man. People be messing with me while I'm on class, man. It'd be funny.
Messing with you. Okay.
I'm not to say anything, but they be looking at me. They be looking at the expression of my face. I be trying like this.
Yeah, trying to be serious, right?
But I can't. It was a good one this time.
All right, I'm gonna go into these ISUPK security announcements. Brother Bachaayar look like he ready to go lay it down. The brother ain't getting enough rest. I know he working them 12.
He want to get down, then lay down.
There you go. All right, I'm gonna go into these security announcements. All right, this is the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK. Started out at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. If after 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 3:8-10, which meant ma'asherah, which means a tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation, I believe we have the Feast of First Fruits coming up on May 31st. And also the weekly convocation, Holy Convocation, you have every Saturday is the Sabbath. If a brother wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. With that said, we're going to salute out. Get up and salute out. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Atah, Yajamatah, Sar, do a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Alathan Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Yajamatah, and class is dismissed.